Hello everyone, Johnny Hurricane here from GamersHeroes.com, and why don't you sit back, relax, and let me tell you about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Let's get started. Before we go any further, obviously I'm a little sick, so bear with me. Second off, a review copy was provided by Microsoft, and lastly, the reviewer reviewed it on PC. The footage you are seeing is from the base Xbox One. Players take on a role of an orphan Ori, a cutesy bunny-like animal glowing with charm and character. The story begins in Swallow's Nest as Ori and his family welcome a new life to Nibble, a small owl named Ku. A brief but heartwarming time-lapse sets the pace for Ori's adventure, as Ku's attempts to fly are hampered by a terrible storm, separating the friends and family alike. Ori sets out on a terrifying adventure to find his lost friend, along the way helping denizens of the forest, deserts, and marshes he visits along the way. Having very little experience with the original Ori and the Blind Forest, I was concerned the story would be difficult to follow. Although there are some obvious ties between the characters and events from the original game, Ori and the Will of the Wisps as a standalone story is entirely digestible and continues to be one of the game's most impressive feats. Experienced fans of the franchise and new players alike will find plenty to enjoy in arguably one of the most heartfelt stories that I've had the pleasure of experiencing. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is an emotional journey of friendship, hardship, and triumph, as Ori and friends battle unseemly odds to find Ku and restore light to the forest, a once bright and beautiful landscape that has been ruined and pushed into darkness by the decay. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is storytelling in its purest form, combining thought-provoking events with classic narrative delivery concepts that combine to create a heartwarming adventure full of charm and character. Aiding with the delivery of a fantastically entertaining story is one of the best artistic directions I've seen in the genre. The game world is brilliant, the visuals are incredible, the soundtrack can pull on your heartstrings one minute and pump out adrenaline the next. If for no other reason, this game should be experienced for flawless visuals and phenomenal world building. With such a warming story and genre-leading visuals, I'd almost expect other areas of the games to suffer. But that's not the case with Ori and Friends' latest adventure, a side-scrolling platform game for the modern age, embracing physics and depth technique to create a living, breathing world in a two-dimensional space. The controls are intuitive, responsive, accurate. Rarely did I find frustration in missing a pixel-perfect jump or using the wrong ability at the wrong time. The game evolves steadily throughout the adventure, always serving up new challenges and fresh mechanics to ensure the gameplay remains fun, rewarding, and fresh throughout. Boss battle mechanics are challenging, but never overpowering. There are plenty of collectibles and rewards for exploration, and new abilities are delivered at a great pace, providing new tools and opportunities to respond to the game's increasingly challenging puzzles, platforming, and battles. Side-scrolling platformers are often limited by design, but Ori and the Will of the Wisps embraces the genre with open arms. One moment, you're navigating challenging terrain, combining various skills to avoid hazard and reach your objective. The next, you're being chased by a giant wolf, where a single misstep means certain death. It's constantly evolving, providing a challenging and refreshing approach that constantly leaves you guessing, what's next? Just to note that it is a relatively short experience. The main story can be completed in around 8 to 10 hours, with more hours added if you want to do the side content. There's plenty of emotionally driven side quests to further immerse yourself in the world, items that can be found, and secrets to be discovered. All in all, I hit about the 14-hour mark after completing all the content that was available. One side quest in particular will be one that I hold dear for many years. A father Moki, cute little bunny-like creatures, traversed a great distance to find a safe home for his family. With the help of the forest creatures of the glade, you build a home for him and his family, as his family remains stuck in the decay. When you arrive to tell the family the good news, you're too late. The brave Moki's family was turned to stone by the decay. Upon hearing the news, the father returns home, joining his family in their eternal demise. In a game that puts so much time, so much investment in capturing your heart, moments like this hit you like your Monday morning coffee. As mentioned earlier, the reviewer played through the entirety of the game on PC and suffered very few problems. Some minor freezes happened once or twice, and there was an audio problem in one area, which was a bit of a pain, but restarting the client solved the issue. I, the guy doing the voiceover and showing you the footage here, I played on Xbox and I suffered far more frame drops, freezes, and a lot of technical problems on the base Xbox One. That said, I still enjoyed the experience very much. And while I did have it lock up a couple of times, I only ever had one crash. Just know that it is best to investigate if you plan on buying the game on console. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a game of passion, made from the heart, featuring charming characters, a vibrant world filled with mystery and intrigue, a genre-leading platforming action. You will struggle to find a single experience that encompasses the artistic values of video games like Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Alright, that'll do it for me. If you liked what you saw, got what you needed, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Later, Gators.